Vikramaditya's throne. Many years ago there ruled a king called Bhoja. He was fearless, brave, just and victorious. Justice and peace prevailed in the kingdom. One day a Brahmin came to the king and said, "I have a problem and I want justice." King Bhoja asked the Brahmin to go ahead and present his case. The Brahmin said, 2 months ago I decided to go to Kashi on a pilgrimage. I had 3 precious stones, valuable and priceless. Our small and my wife was alone. I entrusted the stones to which I gave to my neighbor here for safekeeping. My children friend and departed for Kashi. As soon as I came back I asked my neighbor to return the 3 stones. He says he has already returned them to my wife. My wife denies the entire episode and I want you to give justice and ask this neighbor of mine to return my precious stones. Bhoja asked the neighbor, "Did you receive the 3 stones? Have you really returned the stones?" Soon after, "Were there any witnesses?" "Yes," answered the neighbor. The Kotwal and the Sarpanch were present when I returned the stones to this man's wife. Bhoja called for the Kotwal and Sarpanch. Both of them confirmed that they were present when the neighbor returned the stones. King Bhoja turned to the Brahmin in anger and said, "You are a very dishonest man. This fellow here has witnesses to the handing over of the stones and you say your wife does not have them. Be away with you. If you had not gone to Kashi and returned with the punya of the pilgrimage, I would have thrown you into jail. Be happy with what you have and do not be greedy for what belongs to others." The Brahmin was very angry. He said, "What an unjust king you are." From there, the shepherd boy sitting on the hillock dispenses true and better justice than you. When he does that, both parties go back satisfied and truly acknowledged. I will go to him and ask for justice. Bhoja had heard of this shepherd boy who would sit on a hillock and do justice. He was now curious to know more and accompanied the Brahmin to the shepherd. The Brahmin stated his case and the shepherd boy said, "Call your neighbor wife, the Sarpanch and the Kotwal." All these people were called and the shepherd asked the wife if she had received the stones too, which she replied in the negative. The neighbor maintained that he had returned the stones in the presence of the Kotwal and Sarpanch, which both agreed to. Now the shepherd boy asked everybody except King Bhoja to move far away and called the Kotwal. "Will you describe the stones to me? From there, how did they look? What color were they? What size were they?" "They were a beautiful fluorescent blue shining brilliantly in the size of lemons," replied the Kotwal. The shepherd boy then sent the Kotwal away and asked the Sarpanch the same question. "Oh, they were red, the color of blood and the size of small pebbles," replied the Sarpanch. It leaves us with this: moments become stories. Thank you for listening. Subscribe for more stories.